I need to learn how to walk back into my seat. What's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video. Happy August to you guys. Please make sure you start this video off by clicking that thumbs up button. Also make sure that you share this video on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. If you're on Twitter and Instagram, make sure you use the hashtag The Scorpion Show. Thank you so much. Okay, this is our first video back in a week, okay? I told you guys that Mikkel could not come, so I had Dennis fill in. Thank you to those that watched that video. You know, people still gonna complain, but I'm gonna just let y'all asses complain. We put some videos up this week. Make sure y'all check them out. The Have and Have Nots, R&B Divas LA, and then my mom did her preaching about her childhood, and then she threw me under the bus at the end of the video. Make sure y'all watch that up. And yes, so as you guys know, in 2 weeks, can you believe in 2 weeks is the 3rd annual Scorpion Show barbecue, and we're also doing a 3rd annual school drive that day. The barbecue is going on from 2, and I'm gonna say 2 until, because it ain't gonna be over at no 8 o'clock. It's from 2 until. If you come, please bring school supplies. If you donated already to the Scorpion Show, then you don't have to bring school supplies. But you could bring school supplies and also bring a drink if you drink. And bring a positive attitude and just be ready to have fun. I know some people saying that they didn't want to come by themselves. If you're going to come by yourself, come by yourself. You're going to meet a lot of people and we all going to have a nice time. If you were concerned about parking, there's parking all up and down 22nd Street. There's parking on Crossy Street. There's parking on Burke Street. It's parking everywhere. It's free to park. Just don't park in that damn schoolyard, okay? Don't park in the schoolyard across the street from where the barbecue is going to be. It's at 22nd and Burks. Hotels. People still contact me about hotels. Anything that says Center City or downtown is considered downtown. See, I don't say Center City. It's downtown. Everything is all downtown to me. So you can stay in any hotel downtown and you can get a cab to bring you to the barbecue. Or again, if you're driving, you can park anywhere. Parking is free. Is there anything, you think I'm missing anything? If I'm missing anything and you need any more questions, inbox me on Facebook and I'll reply to you. So yeah, something else I had to say. I want to give a shout out to my girl Much Love from Kentucky. She just put a video up today about, she titles her videos Random Shit, and she was just talking about how fed up she is, like, with a lot of stuff that's been going on the internet. She was just saying how things are just getting out of control. Like people setting themselves on fire. People doing the choking game. People just doing all kinds of stuff to children. Police just beating up people. Like she preached for a good 45 minutes and I sat there and listened to the whole thing. And I just want to tell Nina, you know what? Just keep your head up and I want you to keep preaching to these kids because they need to hear what our older people had to say about our generation, because I know our parents didn't grow up like that, and I didn't grow up in that generation. But as this new generation is coming along, a lot of shit is just happening. And she was saying how she's tired of talking about all of this reality stuff, and she wants to talk about the real stuff. And even if she loses her viewers, she just fucking loses her viewers. And I say, Nina, big up to you. Like, you got to do what you got to do. If your heart is telling you this is the real shit you need to talk about, then go ahead and do it. Because the real fans is going to keep on watching. You build that's how you built your brand, through talking about a lot of stuff that was going on. And then you ventured off into doing the reality stuff. If you want to go back into what you started, then go back and do it, Nina. Do your damn thing. I'm always going to have your back. I can't wait to meet you one fucking day. That's the real thing. So we could just have a good time, have a cocktail, and just talk about a lot of shit. But keep your head up, keep preaching to these children. And I want y'all to check that video out because she made a lot of sense in a lot of stuff that she was saying. She was talking about the war, everything that's just going on in the world. It just seemed like she was really bothered. I just wanted to give her ass a hug. So shout out to you, Nina. And she also put up a video asking you guys, are you enough? Do you know that you're enough? So I want y'all to watch that video too, because she be preaching on her channel. So we're gonna get into this video, but we're gonna first start with Stephen A. Smith. I know you guys know that we talked about it on Tuesday, and I let you guys call in and share your opinion. But you know, Mikel and I always have to discuss things, the good topics too. So last week he made a controversial statement where he said that women should stop provoking men from, you know, beating them. And then he also used his family as a reference to telling the women in his family stop provoking these men. So basically, like, if you listen to what he's saying that women are responsible for the beatings they receive from their boyfriends or their husbands, and that's not cool. I didn't like that he used the word provoke, but I do understand what he's talking about, because there's women in my family that like to keep shit going. But you, as a figure on ESPN, when you guys talk about sports, sometimes you have to be careful with what you say on television, because people will bring you down just like that. What you said on TV, that's the conversation, what they say, the kitchen table talk. You don't talk about your true feelings on television. And then you know, I don't want to say too much because I want to let you get in and, you know, say what you had to say. But he got on TV the other day and he apologized for his statements. Now, to me, ESPN, y'all made him wait all of this time to apologize, and then you guys suspended him for a week. I do think that something should have been done. I think the apology was enough. So, you know, you just take him off the air for a week. But okay, well, what else is ESPN going to do to, you know, some women that love sports that was offended by what he said? Not saying he needs to be fired, but you guys suspended him. But what else? Like, why can't someone stand up or show ads, you know, saying something about domestic violence on how it's not right and it's not cool or anything like that?
I'm not understanding what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, I feel some kind of, when people get up on things and apologize, they're not, to me, they're not sorry. Mm-hmm. Because they meant what the fuck they said. Otherwise, they wouldn't have said it at all.
Mm-hmm. But did he apologize? See, you can apologize. I've done this plenty of times. I can apologize for hurting someone's feelings. Mm-hmm. But I'm not apologizing for what I said. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he apologized
just
for
like
what he
when
said.
we had the interview with Brandy. Mm-hmm. And in the beginning of the video, I apologized to her. I apologized for hurting her feelings and for making her feel a certain way or for making her think that I hated her. But I did not apologize for what I said, because what I said I meant. That's why I said it. And it's not being mean. It's, I said something on this show which was my opinion. Someone who heard what I said got offended by what I said. My intent on what I said was not to offend you. It was just for me to say how I felt. But yet she got offended. So therefore I apologized to her because I never meant to offend her. But yes, what I said I meant.
But wait, because I don't know what statement you're talking about.
Any statement, because she never said what statement either. She just said I offended her.
Because I know, like when we first started out on YouTube, we said
a lot of
things
about a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it was just us rambling on. Mm-hmm. You know, it was us rambling on, and at that time, that is something that we meant. We may not feel that way 6 years later, because there's a lot of things that I said 6 years ago that I don't feel the same way about it today. Mm-hmm. And there's some stuff that I said then that I still do feel. But at the end of the day, I don't want anybody to think that what I said was in any way, shape, or form a way to offend you or for you to think that I hate you, because I don't hate anybody. Mm-hmm. And remember that conversation that she and I had, she asked me why did I hate her. And I told her flat out, I don't hate you. Mm-hmm. I've never hated you. What? I grew up on you. Not literally on her, but I grew up watching her, listening to her. Like, I don't hate you. I went home from school when I was in middle school to watch Moesha. Because that's when we were Wednesdays. I don't hate you, you know. But there was a lot of things that I said and how I said it and how I presented it that made her feel as though I felt a certain way about her personally. And it wasn't a personal thing. But, you know, I apologized to her because I didn't want her to think that I meant anything by it personally. Stephen A. Smith, he apologized. I agree with you. I think that he apologized because he offended people and that was not his intent. His intent was to say, look, these, not these things, but some of these instances are happening because there are a lot of things from certain parties that are provoking the other parties. Mm-hmm. We all know it. But many of us act like it doesn't happen. So therefore, we just blame the one side of the party. And what he was saying is, stop doing that. Because yes, so-and-so may have hit you, but don't think I don't know what it is that you were doing to cause that. Now, is it right that someone hits somebody because somebody provoked them? Hell no. Because I can say this and say this and say this about you all day long. I never put my hands on you, so therefore you shouldn't put your hands on me.
That's right.
Okay? So no, I don't agree that because a woman says this or says that or says this that somehow you should hit them because no, just leave, walk away, go away. It should never do that. But I saw where he was coming from. I may not agree with it, but I saw where he was coming from. Now there's a lot of people out there, especially in today's time, that are like, look, we ain't here for that beating on a woman. We just ain't here for it. We ain't here for beating on it, and we ain't here for people who think that just because a woman's provoking a man that somehow they should hit her. We ain't here for that. So somehow we need to teach you a lesson not to say stuff like that. Even if you agree with what you say, even if that's how you feel. Don't say that, because I don't need to hear that's how you feel. Because now you're going to put a bad taste in my mouth. Stephen A. Smith.
It's tough. It's tough when your show is just basically involved with sports, and you go off and share your opinion
about
something
stuff
like
that's outside of sport. Now he was talking about a sports athlete who was accused of beating up on his girlfriend, on his
now fiance.
Yes, fiance. He was accused of beating up on her, whatever the case may be. So that's what he was talking about. But I mean, it's a fine line. I had this conversation at work today, and one of the ladies, she compared what Stephen A. Smith said. She said, well, what he said was no different from what Whoopi Goldberg has said on her Instagram, where she said, if a woman hits a man, then a man has a right to hit her back. And I said, well, not necessarily. Because what Stephen A. Smith was saying is that many of these women out here provoke these men to hit them. What Whoopi Goldberg was saying is, if you hit me, I have a right to hit you back. Not if you provoke me, but if you hit me. Because the point that Whoopi was saying was, nobody, that's what she said in her video too, nobody should be putting their hands on anyone.
Save y'all emails.
So therefore, don't put your hands on me if you don't want me to put my hands on you. That's how I was taught coming up from my mom. You don't hit nobody unless they hit you. And if they hit you, you hit them back and you hit them hard.
I'm just tired of people getting suspended for the stuff that they say.
Yeah,
I know it's free speech, but again, your free speech comes at a cost, and it comes at a price. Now they say, okay, we're going to take you off ESPN radio, we're going to take you off TV for a week. And then he got a new job with Sirius, but I don't know if he's still going to be on ESPN. Like sometimes when there's nothing on TV, I like to watch First Take, because when they argue, they argue.
Like us.
Yes.
And see, Sirius radio station, they can get away with saying some stuff, right? Yeah, they can get away with saying some stuff. I agree. I don't think people should be suspended when they say certain things. Certain things. Because there are some things that some people should be suspended for. Yeah. Especially if you make a derogatory statement against homosexuals, African Americans, any group. African Americans, Latinos, if you're black making a statement about a white person, yeah, you should be suspended. Because you need to be taught a lesson. Don't think that just you apologizing is just going to be the truth to lighten the way. No. It needs to be some consequences behind that. Because if they're not going to fire you, they need to suspend you without pay. Because some people suspend you with pay.
Yes.
Okay? Some of these police departments. Don't think I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm glad that them medical people didn't get that pay.
Yeah,
that hospital said no.
Yeah, but Stephen A. Smith, I think this is a lesson learned to him. He's a very outspoken person, and I think from here on out, I do think as much as people love Stephen A. Smith and what it is that how he articulates his arguments and things like that, now I think this is because has he ever been suspended from that?
No, he's never. I don't,
because he says some crazy stuff on there. Yeah,
they all talk shit.
But I think now he's going to be treading on water.
Yeah, I would too.
He's going to be cautious about what he says, because the next step is going to be out the door.
I think a lot of people would be upset because that's one of their most popular shows, First Take.
And one of the most popular people on ESPN is Stephen A. Smith. Because to be honest with you, I can't name nobody else on there but him.
Skip Bayless.
Well, I don't know. Well, I know that's the white guy that. Yeah, Richard Sherman did get him together. Well, yeah, but I'm saying, when I think of it, I think of Stephen A. Smith. That's the first person.
Okay. And Stephen A. Smith looked like Ludacris to me for some reason. I always
his hair is weird. Weird.
But yeah, with that provoking and stuff, like, I really understand where you're coming from, because there's a lot of men that like, no, but just don't nobody should be hitting nobody. And again, like I said on Tuesday, if you are in that kind of relationship where you are getting beat up just for if you say something wrong, or not even just provoking, try to find a way to get out of that situation, because you do not need to be
run like Angela Bassett on What's Love Got to Do with It. Don't run across no highway, but run. Okay? Because you may not be as lucky as her. Running across the highway.
She played Frogger with them damn cars to get into the Ramada and
okay. The Ramada and
she was like, look,
she couldn't find no other hotel in mind. She ran in the direction that she knew he wouldn't look for her in. The Ramada Inn.
Yeah, wait until he fell asleep. Okay. Oh my God! Let's get Miss Tina a room.
Right. If somebody chasing me, I'm gonna run somewhere where you would never think that I'm gonna be in. Ask me, what's that?
Where?
Islamic mosque.
Ooh.
They say, yeah. They look at me and say he's in the church. No, I'm right in here.
Do you have to be dressed up to go into one? I don't know.
I think so. I don't know.
You know, I don't.
Well, shout out to our Muslim viewers. Yeah. Just ended Ramadan.
Ramadan, and then I start seeing another title. I don't know how to pronounce it. So
the EID.
Yes.
The Eid.
That's the Eid.
Yeah, it's like the last day of Ramadan, and they do I think an hour, half an hour of prayer. I know I have I have a few Muslim friends. Yeah, and so one of them had explained to me that after they do the prayer, particularly here in Philadelphia, they had a lot of events throughout the city for the end of Ramadan, the last day of Ramadan, and she said they had this one carnival. She called it a Muslim carnival. And I said, well, why are you calling it a Muslim carnival? She said, well, because it's all Muslim. All of us Muslims are there. So I said to her, well, can anybody come? Because I like carnivals. And she said, well, no, you can't come. I said, okay. Why not? And she said, because you're not Muslim. Yeah. And I said, well, is it you have to be Muslim? She said, yeah, it's a Muslim carnival. It's a carnival. She said it's a carnival, but it's just for Muslims. And you can't come.
Where was it at? Remember when we
I can't remember where she said it was at.
When I was going to your church one time, I think it was the end of Ramadan, it looked like they was having like stuff going on in that park.
At my church?
When we was going to your church. But all the Muslims was out there. It was on a Sunday last year. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. It probably was, because Ramadan was at the end of Sunday the other day too.
So,
but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just
somebody inform us.
I told her, I said, well, that's funny, because when we as Christians have stuff, everybody's invited. That's what I told her. I invited her to my Ocean City, Maryland trip with my church. She told me, no, I can't go because y'all gonna be singing and stuff. I said, well, what bus trip you haven't been on? I said, it's Saturday, not Sunday. We ain't gonna be singing. And then I had to rub it in the next day when I saw her on Monday. I said, girl, you missed a hell of a trip. We had a ball.
So wait, so she didn't go.
She didn't go.
Okay.
She claimed she didn't go because she couldn't find somebody to go with her, but it was really because she didn't want to go.
She didn't want to go to church.
Some people are just ignorant to the fact. Because I got a bunch of Muslim friends that are like, yeah, go ahead, come on, give me the money, I'll go.
Yeah, I've seen y'all had a good time. I seen your pictures and stuff.
We had an excellent time. You were invited.
I probably forgot about that because I was so focused on that Maryland trip. I was like, I cannot go on the campus trip and be out there drinking. I don't know them people.
Oh, yeah.
And you told me all you can drink and all you can eat seafood, girl.
Right. You would have embarrassed me and I would have
I wouldn't embarrass you.
Oh,
I wouldn't have. I know my limits. I wouldn't have did that.
I don't think you did.
Not on the church street.
It wasn't a church trip. It was my trip, my family trip.
But they picked you up from the church, right?
My craft fees? No, they didn't.
Oh, I thought. Well, I keep thinking.
My
but they was
picked me up from Borden Jefferson. Ocean City picked me up from my church because Ocean City was a church trip.
Okay, so wait a minute.
Both trips were in Maryland.
But you was promoting the trip at church.
I was promoting both of the trips because I ran both of the trips.
Okay, so that's why I was thinking that bitch
and
was
on
the
Ocean City, Maryland trip.
So because
when I got there, when I pulled up to the church, it was 90 people standing out.
Wait.
Because we took 2 buses. And
one
of the buses was there, and the other one hadn't gotten there yet. So when I got there, it was only people standing out there. And I got off the bus, no, they didn't carry me out because half of them didn't know me. But well, I found out why they was all standing out there because my pastor had made a formal announcement to everybody standing out there. Nobody gets on no bus until Mikkel gets here.
I know that's right.
After we got back home, I said, Pastor, thank you so much for doing it. He said, yeah, because there was a lot of foolery going on. He said, I can make that in the butt. I said, I know that's right, because he didn't go. Because there was a wedding at my church that same day that he had to officiate. But he was out there that morning. Yes. He was decorating. So he sat out there and he said, nobody gets on no bus until he gets here.
Yes. was.
I said, why is all these people standing out here? He had my back.
He
while I was
regulated.
there.
I know that's right. And where was the first lady?
She was out there too.
Oh, okay. Cause she
But you know, he's the head of the church. He said, the buck stops here, so you don't nobody. He told him. He said, I ain't got no charge over this trip. He said, Mikkel's the charge, and when he gets here, that's when y'all get on the bus.
Yes.
And sure enough, when I say get on the bus, that's when everybody got on the bus. Because even when I got there, they were still standing there. I said, all right,
that's
let's get on the
right.
bus there.
Wait, I got a question for y'all. Cause y'all know, I know a lot of y'all gonna get in town on that Friday before the barbecue. What do y'all want to do that Friday? I know it's a club thing going on that Friday night. It's a foam party. I can't remember where, but I'll let y'all know the details on that. But like, if y'all want to go eat somewhere, let me know so I can start making these arrangements now. Again, hit me up on
Facebook
and let me know. So we're gonna get back into. I wish I should have went because I have. You know, I've never been to the beach in New Jersey. Well, I've been only one time. I know you was in Maryland. I've never been to. I've never been to a beach on the northeastern coast.
Oh, just always like down.
Yeah. Well, just like one time. Like that's crazy.
Oh, it was a ball. We had a ball. Oh, and it was beautiful. Ocean City, Maryland is actually. That was my first time going.
Okay.
And it's 10 times better than Wildwood.
Really?
Yeah, cleaner.
No.
Much better. Then they had the restaurants on the boardwalk. Wildwood has restaurants on the boardwalk too. But they had the restaurants on the boardwalk, and majority of them sold crabs. Oh, you would have had a ball because we went to one where we ate crabs.
Yeah, that's what Baltimore area is known for, them crabs.
We had a ball. We really did, and I can't wait to go back. But next year we're going to Myrtle Beach.
Oh, I gotta go to that. My family is 10 minutes away from Myrtle. Maybe
well, it's a
10
few
miles.
days. It's a couple of days trip.
Okay.
It's a few days. But yeah, oh God, it's gonna be.
Just don't go during the biker weekend, Chad.
What is that?
I think that's Memorial Day weekend.
No, we're going in July next year.
Okay.
Okay, so back into this.
So back into this Adrienne Bailon situation.
With Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
Adrienne Bailon did an interview at Latina magazine.
Latina.
Which is I guess is a
Which
really
is a
popular,
Latina magazine.
Yeah, Latina magazine.
Like Ebony is us colored folks.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
So,
Ebony is for us, and Latina is for
yeah,
us.
it's been her dream. She said it's been her dream
And
since
people
a
is for the
child.
other ones.
What'd you say? People, white people. You tried. People is for everybody.
It is for everybody. But who's usually on the cover of it? Okay.
Who is Tom for?
They always have people sexiest man alive. And since I've been seeing, it's only
I've
been
never
like
seen
2
a-
black men. If
There's
that,
been a black man on the cover for Sexiest.
I'm guessing.
If they do have,
Maybe, but you know they
Will
probably only
Smith.
had like Will Smith and Denzel. Because to them, they're the only 2 black men in
I don't
Hollywood.
know, but it's
Okay?
not. It's not. There's plenty. Cause I can. What's his name? What's that guy?
I can name quite a few.
What's the guy?
Me,
Who?
Luke James,
Who?
Tay Diggs. There's a lot of black
He lost
sexy
his
men.
name. What is the? I can't remember. the
No,
name
don't
of the guy.
say Tay Diggs lost his appeal when every time you turn around, George Clooney's the fuck up there. He don't turn me on.
He don't.
You got Michael Ealy is nice looking. Hell, they could even have Kevin Hart up there. Kevin Hart's not
I
ugly.
would definitely love to see
Yeah.
Naz Alonso on the cover.
Yeah, you got a lot
Lance
of African American
Gross on the
sexy
cover.
men. And it's not even just the fact of them being sexy, it's just that they're working African American men.
Idris Elba.
Okay?
All right.
Because they be having all these white men up there. You be like, what? What?
How many times has
Ben Affleck. He don't fucking turn me on. Ben Affleck. Matt Damon. Matt Damon? What?
You better go off.
Who? Brad Pitt. That was 10 years ago. Brad Pitt is old now. I mean, he still looks nice, but he don't turn me on either. All these old white men. You know?
Well, who are these upcoming?
I don't know, but I don't, you know.
They say, what's his name? Taylor Lautner?
No, see, people whose last names I can't spell. Give me somebody whose last name I can spell. Kevin Hart. You know? Idris Elba. Okay?
My mom can't stand Kevin Hart. She just feels some
That's
kind of
correct.
way. And I like Mom Wild. I just don't.
She ain't gotta like him. She ain't gotta like him.
I'm like,
He'll take her out to dinner, she'll love him.
Okay.
Okay?
He ain't funny.
And he pick up the bill, sit in the car to pick her up. Okay? Then she'll love
She's
him.
probably like, no.
Then she'll
I
love
like
him. Then she'll really love him. Well, come on, let's get into this.
So yeah, Adrienne Bailon, Latina. Damn, we did all of that off of Latina magazine.
Don't we always do that?
Yes, we did.
That's how you segue.
So-
That's how you keep a show going, and some people don't know how to do that.
Ooh, don't name names. But shout out to those out there doing it.
I'm just saying, this is how we've been lasting so long. Because we know how to bring up a topic and then segue into something else.
And then bring it right on back home.
And then if you notice, people will start talking about the stuff that we segue into. Damn,
So-
we're good.
We are.
We are good.
So she did this interview with the magazine, and she talked, and she didn't just talk about Kim Kardashian. She talked about, Rob Kardashian. She talked about a whole bunch of stuff. But you know, everybody picked up from the interview the Rob Kardashian segment.
Okay, but let's talk about what it was that she said about the Kardashian guy.
She said
Rob.
that she think that being on the show, being on the show hurt her image. But
and dating Rob Kardashian as well.
Yeah, because Rob, you know, he cheated on her, and she was saying that by him cheating on her, he was being disloyal, which is true. Anybody cheats on you, that's being disloyal.
They're being disloyal.
Yes, they're being disloyal.
Right.
And she said that the reason why she didn't take him back is because he cheated. And she said she was tired of people just saying that women should always go back to the man if the man goes out and cheat. But if a woman goes out and cheat, she's always labeled a whore, she's this and she's that, which I agree with. She didn't say anything wrong, but she was saying that she wished that she never went on the show, period. Okay? I understand. To me, she did not bash the Kardashians at all. But see, the Kardashians took offense to it, so they went on Twitter, and they, you know, Kim Kardashian was just saying how, I can't remember the tweets. I got to find.
Well, she said basically what she said is, it's funny how you don't. Basically, Kim said it's funny how you don't do us Kardashians, but yet you're still bringing us up in this interview.
Well, she didn't bring it up either.
Not in a nutshell. But can I speak about this for a minute?
Bro, I'm not.
Okay. You don't need to look for that because I just basically put it in a nutshell.
Oh, well,
she basically said.
In a nutshell.
But this is my thing. I have two sides to the story. First and foremost, Adrienne Bailon, because you know we interviewed her and the other cast members of The Real last year.
Yeah, it's around this time last year.
Yeah, we interviewed them. This is what I have to say about, you know, your Adrienne Bailon. You can say whatever you want to say in your interviews. This is what you were asked. This is your truth. I have no gripe with that. This is the only gripe I have with what she said on that part about her image and dating Rob Kardashian and being on the show. Fine, maybe you should not have been on the show. But I don't believe that this show, that the Keeping Up with the Kardashians and Rob Kardashian hurt your image or your career.
Sure did.
Because Adrienne Bailon, let's keep it all the way real. You were a cheetah girl, okay? And after the cheetah girls, nobody talked about you, nobody thought about you, nobody asked about you, okay? Nobody cared about you. And I'm just keeping it all the way for real, like Nene Leakes says. If anything, and I'm gonna keep it real, if anything, you being on Keeping Up with the Kardashians and you dating Rob Kardashian, just having your face and your image on that show helped you more. Why did it help you more? Because you were on a popular show dating a popular member of a popular family. And at a time when nobody was thinking about you, Adrienne. So I don't see how Rob Kardashian and Keeping Up with the Kardashian show hurt you. If anything, it helped you because then we said, oh, that's that girl from the Cheetah Girls show. Wow, she looks good. Like, oh my, you know, she's doing, like she looks good and she's dating Rob Kardashian. Oh, I want this to work because they really look nice together because y'all did look nice together. But I don't think that you being on that show or you dating him hurt you. Now, I'm going to come to the defense of Kim and Chloe for attacking Adrienne. Because I said this to you yesterday.
Yes, we was in the bank.
Yeah, we were in the bank having a whole Scorpion Show episode, and then I had to stop the conversation and say, wait, no, let's say this for the cameras. Really, this is what we do. Even when we're not recording, we argue. I always say some of our best moments are off camera.
A lot of times.
A lot of times, and I mean, we have arguments. But this is what I have to say about Kim and Chloe. Kim and Chloe, first of all, the Kardashian family is a very close-knit family. They're all very close to each other. They all love each other. Rob Kardashian is the only brother in that family. He is also the baby, well, before the two youngest girls, he was the baby out of them. So naturally, the older sisters have this protective realm around him. You know, they don't want him to get hurt. They don't want anything bad to happen to him. Yes, they want him to grow as a man, but they don't want anybody out there hurting him, especially not a female. Not to say that Adrienne did that, but that's just how sisters are. Now, Kim and Chloe took offense to what she said because they were like, well, wait a minute. how are you going to say that my brother hurt your image, but you were so happy to be on the show and you were so happy to date him? Don't come from my brother like that. And I have to agree. If a guy dated my sister and we had a show and then he said, oh, I think dating Tamisha was hurt my image and I should have never hurt, you know, how you going to say that? Because you weren't saying that when you were pouncing around him or when you were all on this show getting your life and getting your TV time. Now all of a sudden he cheated on you and you're upset about it, which you should be, but now you want to bash him by saying, oh, I should have never did this because of him. No, don't say you should have never did it because of him. Just say he cheated on me, he was wrong for doing it, I moved on with my life. But don't say, oh, he did this, so this how my image was hurt. Because your image was hurt before he cheated on you. No, your image was hurt before you even dated him.
I agree about the image thing, and I agree about her being on the show, because if anything, it helps you.
Right.
But see, my thing is this. Kim, ain't nobody kicking your motherfucking brother while he's down. That interview...
Oh, that's what she said.
Yes,
too, right
that interview was not about Rob Kardashian.
It wasn't.
Ain't nobody hurting your brother. Anything, y'all should all be trying to support your brother and help your brother because his weight has gotten out of control. And they say he doesn't have an eating thing, it's a depression thing. But that is eating too, because when you're depressed, you can be eating and just that food suppresses you. If anything, y'all should be trying to help his ass out to get him back to where he used to be. Because it's sad when you see somebody get big like that. I mean big like that overnight. Because he looked good. And now he looks like girl, okay.
What?
And then Chloe,
what?
you come in talking about, oh, nobody's gonna talk shit about my brother, nobody's gonna hurt him and all this and that. See, Chloe, you being what you went through with Lamar, you should understand what she's talking about when she said that, you know, I had to let him go because he cheated on me. She did not bring your brother down. Only thing she said was being on the show hurt her. Now I can see y'all getting mad about that, but don't come at her because of that situation. And then, how you think you made Lamar's family feel when you out there talking about your situation with him? If anything, you know, he was out there doing the drugs, he was out there cheating on you, so you should understand where Adrienne's coming from. She wasn't trying to kick your brother down while he's down. Your brother's been down for something else. Now, if he is depressed over Adrienne, that's still not her fault of him getting depressed. He shouldn't have cheated. Right. And what is it that she could possibly say to him to make him feel better about himself? If anything, if you do something wrong in the relationship, when you get into your next one, you try not to make that same mistake and you learn from it. Okay?
Well, you know what? I agree with you because I'm just going to say this. As a sibling, as an older sibling, because I am an older sibling, you the baby with your family, I'm an older sibling. And I know I'm just not going to let nobody come for my sister. I'm just not. You know, even if they right, you ain't going to come for my sister. And I think that's where Kim and Chloe was coming from. But I do agree that Kim and Chloe should not have attacked her the way they did, especially on social media. But at the same time, let's keep it all the way real. This interview was not about Rob Kardashian. It was a small portion about Rob Kardashian. But all you have to do is mention a Kardashian, and the interview is going to turn from that topic to making it about them.
Kim got the nerve to throw shade at somebody. See, Kim is smart. She throws the shade at people that she think is weak and won't say nothing back. Because I ain't see you say shit about Beyonce or Jay-Z not coming to their wedding. Well, but then she's going to say, when she's going to throw a picture on there with the mask, the originator of the mask, and you know Beyonce and Jay-Z had the ski mask on. So, girl, if you want to throw shade, do it like how you did with Adrienne. And see, but what Adrienne also said in that interview was what she learned from being on having an on-screen boyfriend on a reality show. When her and Julissa had their show, which I did watch, I don't know why it got canceled, but I thought it was entertaining a little bit. She decided not to have her on-screen, her boyfriend on screen with her, because she didn't want all of her reality out there, which I agree with. So it all intertwined with what she was saying about the Kardashian thing. It was nothing negative. Now see, Julissa reminds me of that. I don't need you to go out there and defend me. I don't need you to tweet nobody. You shut up and say nothing.
Cause okay.
Yes, glad to tell. Because you know I said don't you tweet her. Don't do shit.
I need the mouth.
Not the mouthpiece.
Okay.
Listen, I
cross that leg. Okay.
Oh my God.
Because he was, mind you, Let me tell you something. Dennis was the star of that last video, and I'm gonna tell you why. Dennis, I'm gonna tell you why, because I know you watch the show. He was the star of this last video, okay? After this Little Mo video, I have never had so many people at my current job come up to me and say, what was he talking about? Okay? All of them were just like, he sounded ridiculous. Especially the part where he said it was Little Mo who sent the text and not. What?
I just wouldn't do it.
I just wouldn't do that either.
So he said on the show, I don't know if Lil Mo wanna come back. Listen, it doesn't matter if she comes back or not. Right. We spoke our truth, and this is what we do.
And if she doesn't come back because we spoke our truth, then that's her problem, not ours. Because one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I've been speaking my truth for 6 years, and I ain't stopped yet.
I would love to talk to her about that. Okay. What made, I'm gonna have to get my Oprah on. Okay. So, what made you do? I hope I actually feet. No, put that down. What made you?
Okay. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If us speaking our truth offended anybody, they should have damn well been aware of what the Scorpion Show is about. Okay? Because I had a very special person tell me to my face, in my face, to my face, y'all be going in on people. You know who I'm talking about. The one and only Beyonce. She told me to my face, you and your friend, y'all be going in on people. Beyonce knows, because she catches the Scorpion Show every now and then. So if Beyonce knows that we go in on people, I know Lil Mo knew we go in on people. So I don't see how, in any way, shape, or form, we could have offended her. If anything, we spoke our truth.
Yeah, that's why you ain't get them tickets, because you went in about them damn selves.
We didn't offend her, Dennis. We offended you, okay? And like a lot of those comments said, Dennis don't need to be taken up for nobody if he's going to be on the defense and he's going to take everything so personal, because he took it very personal.
I just don't need you to. I don't want you out there fighting my battles. Just let people
especially if you. I don't want nobody to fight my battles if they gonna talk like that. Because I would call them and say, "Well, what was you talking about? What are you talking about? You just saying all this stuff."
Dennis,
and Dennis is a sweetheart. I love him to death. But that instance, okay.
Well, he just
with
got
friends like that. Who needs enemies? Because
Shut up.
Dennis did more harm than him. He really did. Because he got on here talking about how she sent the text and Dynamite didn't. And this, that, and what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, that's just not a conversation I would.
Yeah.
I could probably play but see, if I was a Lil Mo, this is what I would have did. I would have screen capped some old dick pictures, traded them, then send me your pictures, and then I would have blasted the girl. You want to be trying to get.
But you know what? I would not have even did that because it is not worth it. There is not enough time in the day, especially if I am a celebrity. There is not enough time in the day for me to partake in foolishness like that. I would expect a 15, 16, a 12-year-old to partake in foolishness like that.
But sometimes you gotta blast.
No. This is how you blast them. Okay, this is how you blast them. You post a mime or whatever on Instagram and say so and so. At them and say so and so. Can you please stop DMing my man? He is engaged. Thank you and have a good day. You don't need to be texting them and sending pictures and talking about how I want to have another man in the room. Who does that? Nobody with an ounce of common sense. Kevin, have you ever, in the history of knowing me, seen me do something like that?
No.
No. Why? Because I have too much stuff to do than to do that. Anybody who does stuff like that don't have enough stuff to do. And I'm going to tell you like my mom used to tell us, you ain't got nothing to do? Then come here. I'll give you something to do.
Let me tell you something.
Okay?
I'm, like I told y'all on Tuesday,
who does that?
I keep receipts, and I keep them very...
Yeah, we all keep receipts. We all keep receipts.
Yes.
But to take... What did Mama Scorpion say? You ain't got to take it to that extent. The boy said he was sorry. That's what she said in that video, the Larry King video, okay? That's what she said. You ain't got to take it to that extent. You ain't got to publicly expose it. Because let me tell you something. She did more harm to her side than she did to that girl's side. Why? Because none of us know what that girl's name is. We don't know what she looks like anymore. We don't even know what her Instagram name is. All we know is what was said from that side. So you didn't do any harm to her. You didn't do any harm to her. And on top of that, she didn't. What? If she did send you pictures, you didn't even expose the pictures that she sent you. You just supposed to send pictures that y'all sent her.
Sure.
What did you tell me that day when I called you when you was in New Orleans that day? Who does the thinking in this house?
Yes.
Who does the thinking over there?
Well, let me tell you something.
And that's just keeping it for real,
Yes.
okay? And I love Little Mo to death. I really do. I love her. And that's the way I would talk to my sister.
And
I would talk to my
that
cousins
book.
like that. And I would talk to her like that because I consider her family. It ain't nothing. That's how I would talk to family. My sister already know. If I'm going to let you know. And then we're going to cuss each other out. And then we're going to love each other.
And I want to know what's up with that book. Why is she doing the tell-all book?
Because she wants to. I think she wants to tell us about what happened between her and her husband. Now, I'm interested to hear about that.
Yeah, she's not talking about on Remy Davis. She is like, it's over with. Okay, well, what happened?
Because I think she should talk about R&B divas. But if she ain't gonna talk about that, she can come right here and talk about it. Yeah. We can get her mouthpiece to get her to come on our show.
Yes.
Because then we got somebody
is still open. Because now we got to clear the air.
We ain't got no air to clear.
I think she probably was upset with what we said, but we said it.
No, she should have been more upset about what he said because he did more hurt on her behalf than we did. You know why? Because what do I always say on this show? If you let somebody talk and keep talking, they will hang themselves. We sat here and we let Dennis talk, and all Dennis said was stuff that we were just like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It didn't make sense. And I'm shocked because Dennis is really smart. And I'm thinking like, Dennis, you actually believe that? Well, they told you that and you believe that?
I accidentally deleted the rest of these notes.
It's alright.
No. Okay, but what I'm going to talk about these deadbeat dads out here, okay? I happened to watch a news clip that was from Milwaukee where this lady, she profiled like she interviewed 2 of the guys, but she profiled a lot of deadbeat people posting things on social media, like
flashing
money, cars, houses, jobs, and they're not paying their child support. Mm-hmm. One of the guys had a 3-year-old son. He was suffering from, I can't remember. He had a disease and he had to get treatments and stuff for 1.5 years. She was like, but in this 1.5 years, you have been posting pictures on buying a new car, you got a new job, you working 14 jobs in 8 hours, then you got beer money and all this and that. He's like, I don't know where you saying that at. Bitch, I just told you
where I seen that on your Facebook.
Yeah, and then she had the screen caps and everything.
The white guy.
Yeah.
And then he had to tell her to her face on camera, I don't know where you seen that. Yeah. And she just told you before she started talking, we're seeing this on your social media.
Like, I felt so bad because she was like,
him?
For the baby.
What to say?
Like, your son is going through, he could possibly lose his life, and you're not even in your child's life. Like, how your child be on this, had this condition for 18 months, and you're still not there to even make him feel better on anything?
If you're not going to be there emotionally, not even financially,
like you're not
even financially helping.
Then the other black guy, he
said he was
all that money, making rap videos, getting this custom car, getting that.
He died.
Then he said, I died in a car accident.
He died in a car accident.
But see, they had the pictures of him
in a car accident.
Okay, yeah, it's possible to die and come back. My mother died when she had me, and she came back.
Yeah, but
that ain't no good excuse on why you can't raise your child.
Because you died
and you walked in there looking fine.
Yeah, he died. He died for what? Just a few minutes. Now, what happened when you woke up?
I died in a car accident.
Because I died and paid my bills. So after I got out,
and I know you had a nice expensive.
And I saw that wad of money. He was
all that drug money. All that drug money.
And they don't even want to give $300, $400 to the mom to support
the child. And don't want to raise their own child.
Don't even want to raise their kid.
And some people saying, and I do know that you do have to be careful on who you pick to be your child's father. And then somebody
and child's mother.
And yes, and the child man. Oh, and my mom preached real good. She got together in the video. In the new video, they gotta watch it. She talked about not raising children. She was saying that I'm just saying. She said just because you bore the children or give birth to the child doesn't make you a mother. Yeah. Just like everybody not meant to be a mother.
And then you know what? Just like, but you know what? In reverse, and we're not gonna stay on this topic. I'm just gonna say this and then I'm gonna be done. Just like in reverse, I didn't like it when people were saying that about Where's my shirt? Oh.
It's you sitting on it.
I didn't like that when people were saying that about Michael Jackson. When they would say, oh, well, he didn't really have those kids because those kids is white. What difference is if he made them or not? Those are still his kids. Mm-hmm. It don't matter if that's his semen that created those kids or if he took on another man's kids. Those are still his kids, and those kids look at him as dad and father. They don't look at no other man as dad and father. They look at him as that. So then why I didn't like when people made that, you know, those statements about Michael Jackson, like, oh, well, those not really his kids because what black person you know got blue eyes? Who the fuck cares? Okay, Michael Jackson is raising these kids. He's taking care of these kids. And as far as we know, he's treated these kids with love and care.
And doesn't owe you guys any explanation.
And don't owe y'all no explanation of how these kids came about in this world. Those are his kids. He took care of them. Shit, if I adopt somebody's child, that's my child.
Mm-hmm. I seen a nice story.
What child but black kids you know with blue eyes?
There's some of them out there.
The Tin Man.
I just seen it on Marvin yesterday. He was like, that ain't my child with black guy got blue eyes. Bitch, that...
And that was his child. Wow, mind you.
Yes.
Yeah, he was over it. Because he's trying to figure out how he's going to make a blue-eyed baby. Well, hey.
It's in your bloodline
It's in your blood somewhere. Your great-great-great-grandmammy was either white or you had a white great-great-grandpappy.
Yes.
Okay? But it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, but y'all know how strong them Jackson genes are. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see if it's his real
right. But I mean, I hate it when people used to do that to him. Like, I just hated that. But back onto what we were saying.
What were we saying?
We were talking about the guy flaunting the money and talking
flaunting the money. Then you gonna say, but you got to talk to my lawyer about that. And she's like, but you died, but you still haven't paid your child support. Why we got to talk to your lawyer about why you're not paying your child support?
Why do we have to talk about that?
Why fuck the child support. Why aren't you spending the time with your children?
Right.
Come on now. We have to do better because, you know, society sits there and they talk bad about us. Mm-hmm. And look at Bill O'Reilly. Black people start smoking weed as young as 9 years old, saying that it's in our community. Bitch, no, it's not. The first time I smoked weed, I was a good 18, 19 years old.
But you know why Bill O'Reilly made those comments? Because I've noticed as the years progress, I see more and more and more and more and more people smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
I saw these two little boys who had to be no more than 12 walk into the Chinese store, and one of them was saying, yo, no. They were talking to each other, and one of them was saying, yo, I rolled up last time. It's your turn to roll up. Like this, and I'm listening to them, and I'm saying to myself, these are two little boys. Not teenagers, but little boys talking like that. Yeah. Talking like that. Now, Bill O'Reilly, it may have been a little, mean what he said, but there is some truth up to what he's saying. Because there are a lot of people nowadays who get high. Hell, I go to some places and I can just look, I can be in a room with about 10 people and say that I'm the only person in the room who don't get high. Because everybody gets high. When I went to Ocean City, Maryland, some of the people we was with, I didn't even know they got high. But once that joint came out, everybody was pumped. Not everybody, but people that I didn't know got high was smoking. I'm just like,
I didn't know you can smoke on the beach.
Well, you can't smoke on the beach. That's why we weren't on the beach. They were smoking. But the point that I'm trying to make is there are a lot of people getting high. And yes, some of them are starting at a very young age. I witnessed it for myself. So therefore, I can kind of agree with what Bill O'Reilly is saying. Now, by him saying black people, we could beg to differ. But the two boys I saw were black.
Yeah, I think everybody's smoking weed, and I'm tired of.
Well, everybody's not smoking weed.
I'm so tired.
And I don't smoke.
That's great. I'm tired of.
Everybody don't smoke it, and I'm just looking at it because 10 years ago you didn't see that many people smoking weed. Now it's like an epidemic. Like it's a must to smoke weed now.
Weed is not my friend, and I know that. There's certain things you
alcohol
know
is not your friend.
No, it is my friend.
Oh.
It is my. I could drink what I want to. Oh God! Don't tell me what's my friend.
I know what's
not my friend.
You know what? You're right, because I know all your friends.
That's right. I know.
Brandon, Dennis, Keenan, Eddie, and Alki.
No, it's alcohol when I want it. Don't tell me.
What's your favorite drink, Ciroc or
vodka? I used to like Ciroc, but I don't do Ciroc no more. I don't do Ciroc or Grey Goose anymore. Like those were my Those are my things. But anyway, what you can add to?
What you add to? Because I'm sitting here scratching my head, and I actually forgot what topic we were on.
I forgot what topic we was on too. But the weed thing.
Oh, like, weed.
Back to the weed. I know it's not for me. weed makes me the fuck paranoid, and that's why
You don't
I
smoke?
stopped that a long time ago.
Do you smoke?
And then listen, do I smoke? I do smoke, but I don't smoke weed, and weed is not my. It's not my thing. I just don't like it. No, it would like what I had when I was on your block last year. Did it one time, and I said never again.
Oh, weed.
Because I thought at one time that okay, it might be a little different. It's not for me. Now I know the drugs that's not for me. Because all you got to listen. All you got to do is just see how drugs change people, how it just
and
do
their
things to people.
appearance.
Yes,
as well.
I know it's not for me, and I've seen it close to me with people, and I know that that's not what I want. Now, when I drink, of course, everyone has a limit. Everyone has to know their limit. I can drink and have a good time, or I can drink and I can forget, or I can drink and I can black out. Okay? But I know that I won't get back to that point where I black out because I know my limits and I learn. Sometimes you got to learn several times. Several times. But that doesn't mean that, oh, that ain't for you, bitch. I know what's for me. Ain't nobody gonna ever tell me what ain't for me. I know what's for me. And if I'm going to drink, bitch, I'm going to drink. So, if you're going to do weed, you're going to do the weed. But with all of this stuff about the weed today, or where it's helping people, you know, I think that the government should step in and try to legalize it somewhere, because it's helping a lot of people that have all of these different types of ailments, and people are leaving their homes to move to the states where the marijuana is legal.
Which state was that where it became legal? Was it Colorado?
Colorado.
When Colorado legalized marijuana and we saw those images of those long ass lines standing outside of stores to buy, do you honestly think every person in that thing had?
No, it wasn't for recreational use. I mean, it was for recreational use. So it wasn't for medicine.
I mean, I think that if you're going to legalize marijuana, you have to do it responsibly. There has to be a way so that you can have some type of prescription for it, or whatever the case may be. Now, yes, people have made this argument time and time and time again, and it's very true. When have you ever known somebody to actually kill somebody because they were high on weed? Because they say that, you know, alcohol is legal, so why can't marijuana be legal? When people get drunk, they are known to kill
That's because the government can't really, the government can't get their money on the marijuana situation. That's why it's not legal, but they could do it with the alcohol.
Yes.
If there was a way if there's a way you couldn't grow weed in your house, if you know, it's just a lot of stuff.
Because ain't nobody making no Ciroc in their basement.
No.
I'm not drinking no corn liquor.
Nobody had. Ooh.
Can you? Oh, baby.
Now see, now I know that's not. I know what's for me, and I know what's not.
Have you ever gone corn liquor?
Corn liquor will make me. I know it make me crazy. It will make me angry.
Corn liquor. You would think they somebody popped me a mouth.
That's some damn something.
Right.
And then I know that Molly ain't for me.
No,
I've seen friends. He foaming at the mouth. You touch them, they think it's like
The only time I ever foamed at the mouth was when that day.
When you was.
Bitch, don't you go there. Oh, don't you go there. Because God, don't do that. Don't you go there. Okay, bitch?
You try me off. You know what? I hope you haven't been foaming.
Bitch, you ain't never seen me foam at no mouth from doing anything like that.
Whoa.
If I foam at the mouth from doing anything like that, then we got a problem. Okay? We got a serious problem, okay?
I can't.
Me and the person needs to go get checked the fuck out. Okay? Because the minute I start foaming, hold up.
Wait a minute. You know what I forgot to tell you about? Oh my God, there was this I hope they get back in contact with me because they. I'll tell you outside off the camera, but it's pertaining to the barbecue. Yeah, I don't know what else was on this list that needs to be discussed, but
well, we need to talk about Remy Ma.
Yes, Remy Ma and then Nicki Minaj. That was on the okay. Let me tell you something. I liked Remy Ma. Like, she wasn't the best rapper, but she had a lot of hot songs, you know. And they still play "Put Your Right Hand Up, Put Your Left Hand Up" in the club, and it normally comes on right after Freakum Dress. If y'all from Philly, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like I liked her when she was with Terror Squad. Like she was good until she messed up. She shot at somebody that stole money from her, that she claimed stole money from her.
Don't do that.
And she did the time. Okay, allegedly she stole.
Okay, allegedly. Okay.
And she went to jail, and she's been there for 7 years. And she was supposed to come out yesterday.
7 long years.
And you know they told her no because they said she got into some kind of trouble from doing. On July 21st. I don't know if that was from doing an interview with Power 105 and Angie Martinez, or if something physical happened. You know how people like to try you right before you get out of jail. We don't know what happened, but I just said let that girl come home. She's been locked up for 7 years. That's a lot of days. That's over 2,000 days to think about all.
She was in jail before Obama became president. She was in jail before Michael Jackson died. Well, she was in jail when he died. She was in jail when Whitney died. She was in jail for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But the reason why I wanted to talk about that, because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about how Nicki Minaj better be scared because Remy Ma's coming home.
God.
And this is my thing to that. Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma are two different types of artists and hip-hop artists and rappers. Nicki Minaj has no reason to worry about any rapper in the game at this moment. Nicki Minaj is one of the hottest and, well, one of the biggest female rappers that is out today. Nicki Minaj has went from making these DVDs on the corner to now she's crossed over to now she got white people, Asian people, all types of people rapping her stuff. I witnessed for myself on the Parkway on July 4th of this year here in Philadelphia where she headlined that show, how many people were there to see her. Of all ages and all races. Nicki Minaj has crossed over. Somebody like that who has crossed over, trust me, they are not in any way, shape, or form in any danger to somebody, or should be in any danger to somebody like Remy Ma who's coming out of jail and who's been there for 7 years, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Now, before I finish. Now, I am not dissing Remy Ma because Remy Ma had a lot of good songs. Well, she had some good songs before she went to jail. She had I'm Conceited. She had Put Your Right Hand Up.
Yes.
She had a lot of good songs and people knew who Remy Ma was. We knew who she was. We rapped her songs. But Remy Ma did not have that crossover appeal like a Nicki Minaj. So yes, we knew who she was. Okay? But Bob Black down at the bank, who has Mary Sue and Kate at home, they don't know who she is. But best believe Bob Black's Mary Kate and Sue know who Nicki Minaj is. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole new generation.
It's a whole new generation. And this generation has latched on to Nicki Minaj to the point where it's going to be hard to get them off of her. Remy Ma has no problem with Nicki Minaj. She has made that very clear that she has no problem with Nicki Minaj. So I don't know why there are so many people out there trying to...
Because that's what people do.
Why are they trying to create this beef that is not there? I don't know why they're doing that. There's no beef between the two of them. Let Remy Ma come home, enjoy herself, and then when she's ready to make music, let her do that. But don't cause no beef between her and Nicki Minaj because there is no beef to cause. If anything, Nicki Minaj may put her on a song.
And that's the problem with us. Like,
instead of promoting that,
we always pushing people together.
Right.
This person versus that person. Why can't we just support all of them? It's not about who's better than who. Support everybody. Y'all, if y'all look at my fucking iTunes playlist, I have a little bit of everybody on there. And I don't be going off on, oh, this person is better than that person. If anything, I'll be like, I can't wait until so-and-so come back out with a new album because I missed them. Like, you gotta, everybody has to support everybody. And the Stanmore stuff, it should stop, but it's never going to stop.
I didn't even know it still was going on.
It's never going to stop. You're always going to have Rihanna versus Beyonce, or Beyonce versus this person, or Beyonce on top. Who's the bitch that's going to knock her off? Now, when I first started this YouTube thing, okay, that was the thing. Who's better than who? Now I'm just like, fuck it.
Right, they're all good.
Everybody's good. Everybody.
We done been to all the countries.
Yes, and everybody is good.
We done been to everybody's fucking country.
Shit, everybody.
And you know what's so funny? Is that one Rihanna concert that I went to when she had the red hair? Who's that good girl
that was after, bitch.
I thought she had
look, it was, she had so many
she had that red hair.
Yeah, the loud era. The loud
so many
era.
eras. She had so many hairstyles. Okay. At least I can name which one was which with Beyonce. With that one style.
Okay.
Blonde. And nappy. When it's wet. But anyway, when I went to that show when Rihanna did that tour that day, I enjoyed myself. Like, I really enjoyed myself. And I enjoyed myself because Rihanna was up there having fun. Mm-hmm. And when I pay to see an artist in concert, I want them to have fun. Because if they're not having fun, guess who's not having fun?
I'm not.
Okay?
Shit, I wish I would have got my ticket to see Fantasia at the Dell tonight. Or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish.
Oh, that's probably what Little Mo meant when she said she's going to see Fantasia tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, they at the Dell.
I don't like places like the Dell though.
I haven't been to the Dell in a long time.
They said it's outdoors,
man.
I don't like outdoors places, but they said it's renovated, but they said it ain't that much renovated, like new screens and stuff like that.
Yeah, but the Dell's where all the people go though, and
all older people.
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to say that.
Well, I did.
Well, see, Fantasia and them, they should be at the Laird Chorus Center, not at the Dell. But the Dell has stuff every week.
Who's
Babyface is there? It's gonna be Fantasia, Drew Hill, and somebody else, some other guy. Yeah, but that Drew Hill, you haven't heard Drew Hill in a long time. Chill out. But you know who I seen that's a throwback? I seen Montel Jordan's Unsung last night.
I heard it was good.
It was so good.
I heard it was.
I didn't know first of all, I didn't know he was married back then.
Wasn't he a preacher at one point?
He is a preacher now.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, he said it got so bad after everything happened that, because he had gotten into tax troubles and everything, he had to give up the rights to, this is how we do it. And I know he missed out on that money when it was in that tax commercial. Bitch, that's the shade.
When it was in what commercial?
Remember it was in the tax commercial when the guy was dancing, this is how we do it, because he was getting his tax money.
Oh no, wow.
Can you imagine missing out on all of that money? He said he had to give up and then he's saying how his music changed, they tried to change him so much that he had to start writing what he wanted to do for other people, like Devil Cox. Nobody's supposed to be here. I didn't know that was his song. He wrote that. And he said it got so bad that he went to do a concert in a 3,000 seated stadium. Guess how many people came?
2.
7. And he said
he got his like that night.
He said I put on a show like I was
for 7 people.
He said I gave them a show like I was still inside the Georgia Dome.
Oh,
I said, girl, that is bad. But now he's a preacher. He learned from his mistakes. He was he said a lot of the songs he was writing about was about him really cheating on his wife and stuff. But she had no idea what was going on. And he said somebody said, if you don't tell your wife, I'm gonna tell your wife. So he ain't had no choice. He said he told her everything that he could remember. It was good. I want y'all to watch it. Because they had the people that was on the label and stuff talking about how they changed his image, how he got married, he was married, but they didn't want him to tell nobody he was married. It's kind of like reminding me how Brandy was sheltered like that, how Brandy had to tell lie after lie after lie after lie, and it just comes back and gets you. So it was good. I want y'all to check that out. This letter to Nicki Minaj, this is my thing. I understand where the guy was coming from, like he asking Nicki, well, what is your purpose? I tried to shield my daughter away from things like that, but it's hard when you're on shows like American Idol, and then you change your image, but then you got your ass back out. This is the thing. Stop letting these entertainers raise your kids. Child. Let me, if I want to do anything I want to do, you let me do that. Don't have your child looking up to me. You be the example that you want your child to look up to.
Remember that day when I was in New York? When I went to go see Beyonce at Roseland? And when I came out, that mother came up to me and said she loved our show. But you got her together because of something, and she said, I think it said something to do with her daughter, and she said her little daughter watches.
And I said, why is she watching us?
And then she said, you got her together, and then she said it to me as if I was going to agree, so I said to her, yeah, why is she watching us? I said, she shouldn't be watching us.
I don't like children.
And why would you allow your young daughter to watch us? You shouldn't allow your young child to watch us. We ain't talking about nothing that kids should be listening to. Right or wrong?
Right. You're right. But they out there. And I don't
let your child watch us.
Like, and if somebody...
I'm sorry to cut you off real quick, but if you see your child watching us, cut it off. They don't need to be watching us because we cuss. And we talk about things that kids don't need to be hearing.
You are responsible. Don't say you're supposed to be a role model for my child.
No, I ain't supposed to be a role model for your child because first and foremost, I ain't got no kids. So how am I going to be a role model to yours when I ain't got none here?
Like, people always want to write these letters to the people on top. I know what they say, to whom much is given, much is required.
Yeah, well, guess what?
But listen, stop with that. Just stop with, all of that. You're responsible for this. Oh, you're the reason why these young girls getting pregnant. You're the reason why all of these girls out here dressing like that. No, bitch. You are the parent. You let your child walk out the door looking like that. Cause first of all, I don't even like my nieces in them short shorts. Like for what? You're not even grown. They're my children. They be wearing shorts that come to their damn knees. Ain't no such thing. Like you buying all of this for your children, then wonder why your child is out of fucking control. You are the number one person your child should look up to.
Yes.
And what you can't teach them, if your mother or your your father's alive, they should be number two to get them in line,
yes,
to let them know what's going on.
Yes.
All of that. Right, I'm gonna pen her this letter. What images you giving them? Bitch, don't worry about my image. If they still buying my music, I'm good with that. But they need to know that they need to look up to their parents, and I'm not the person that they're looking up to. Because this is what I'm selling. This is my image. If I want to sell sex, then bitch, I'ma sell sex.
Yes, go on.
That's what she do. That's her money maker, bitch. And it makes everybody happy. I don't see not one person complaining about, oh, what she's wearing. If you don't want your child to see it, then goddamn it, put a lock on the internet. They got internet locks out there, but I know everything is advanced. But come on, be more into what your children are doing. When I couldn't watch a lot of shit. My mom like, no, you can't watch this. No, you can't look at that. Come on, y'all got to be on top of y'all children and pay attention to what the fuck they doing. And I'm gonna say this, because my mom, she's not that savvy on the internet or whatever. But I know a lot of y'all parents are. Put those blocks on the computer. Put those blocks on the TV so your children can't see that stuff. But a lot of people just don't give a fuck. It just is what it is. How about you start opening up to your children and talk to them, let them know that this is just a fantasy life. This is not the real life. You cannot just get out there and dress like that and think everybody is going to approve of you wearing that. That's not ladylike. My mom tells these girls around all the time. Okay, you shouldn't dress like that. Leave something for the imagination to the man.
Your mom tells them that.
Yeah. Just don't have everything the fuck out. Because it's some girls that don't respect their bodies enough. So sometimes I tell my mom, you got to mind your business. Because you don't know how they're going to react.
Okay.
You don't know.
And I hope she don't tell them that when she's sitting out there with no shoes on.
Oh, yeah. You let my mother do it. My mom don't care.
She don't.
But she
just...
Oh, and you know, I got to get these feet together for the cruise. So
yeah, when is your cruise? I was going to ask you that.
August 25th.
I think you may be going on the same cruise as my mom right now. Because they go on a cruise with Carnival at the end of August.
Jacksonville?
Florida? Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to call them out right now.
I'm going to make sure.
You know what ship you going on?
I don't know no ships. I don't know nothing.
I'm going to call her right now and ask her. And y'all know it's a rare moment when I talk to my mom on the show.
And she talked real fast. I don't think y'all can hear her.
They don't need to. It's not their business. That's my mother. They don't need to talk to her.
So she ain't coming to the barbecue?
No, she'll be here for the barbecue. Mom. When y'all go on a cruise, when do y'all go on a cruise? And where y'all leaving from?
The airport. Philadelphia Airport.
The airport. Where's the ship leaving from?
Miami.
Oh, alright. Alright. Now y'all see where I get my smart ass mouth from. From the airport. I know. Y'all wonder where I get my smart ass mouth from. This is why me and my mom are always arguing. Because she's a Cancer and I'm a Sagittarius. We're always butting heads.
Yeah, I would love to be there for one of those.
Did you hear what she just said to me?
Yes, from the airport.
That's something I would say. From the airport.
So,
I should have said, oh, I thought y'all were going to walk down there.
So again, y'all pay attention to what your children doing. Don't let your children watch this show. We talk a lot of stuff.
Yes.
Okay. I don't even reply back to teenagers that write if you're not 16 or older. Because I don't feel nobody should be writing me at no 13. And then I'm going to jail, bitch. For what?
I reply back to 13-year-olds, but it depends on what they're sending you. So what they sending you?
Oh no, they ain't sending me nothing like that. I'm just not doing it, bitch. I don't trust nothing.
I can say hi. It's no. If they say hi, Mikhail, I love the show. Thank you, and keep it moving. We don't need to talk about nothing.
I don't need to be establishing no relationship.
You ain't establishing no relationship if you say
because then people
watching the show.
Child, people.
That's negative-minded people.
I'm not negative-minded.
I didn't say you. I said people. Negative-minded people.
Just like I don't want nobody, no 13 years old, coming to the Scorpion Show.
And they should not be here because there ain't no adults here. I mean, no kids here.
I'm about to say it's a lot of adults, but
No kids gonna be here.
Don't bring your. Please don't bring your child. If you bring your child, you must be coming to say hi
And keep it moving, okay?
Somebody,
because at some point,
people.
I'm gonna be like this. You know, there's no kids allowed, right? So you know if you want to play, go over there and get a plate
and bounce.
and bounce because you can't stay.
I hope you drop no school supplies.
I hope you drop no school supplies. I hope you drop something.
Somebody, mom came last year. A couple people, like the older women, like I don't want y'all to feel like y'all should not be there because they was over 50 and they looked good,
But their
they
kids
just
were
like,
older.
Their
children were older.
Yeah, and some of their children, like the ones that was over 50, right? Their children watched the show and they turned them on to the show. So some people came.
Yeah.
Some people came to like, look, I just came because I knew you was having a barbecue and I just wanted to say
Support.
hello. And then they left. But I want y'all to stay, have a good time.
If they don't want to stay, if they don't want to stay, they ain't got to. Because that's more food for us.
Yeah,
Shit, don't be eating my
to
food. Shit, don't do that.
I want y'all to have a good time.
I told my cousin friend that one day. We at her house on Thanksgiving, our house on Thanksgiving. One thing you don't do is go to a McClendon woman's house, okay, and get out of line. Especially when
you don't get out of line, ain't nobody.
Especially when I'm sitting there, okay.
Oh wait, when you were sitting,
because I was sitting right there.
Oh.
Okay, so
egging it on.
So was I? Because my aunt wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I spoke up. Mind you, okay. It's about the time when everybody getting ready to leave. So you know when people getting ready to leave somebody's house when they got a whole bunch of food, people start making plates. Fine, go ahead, make you a plate. Make you a plate.
A plate.
And if you got a man at home, make him a plate. Or a woman at home, make her a plate.
Oh y'all let
She's standing in the kitchen on her fourth plate wrapped up. I said, oh no. I said, excuse me, so-and-so, because I know her name, but I ain't going to say it. I said, so-and-so, what you doing? And she said, what? I said, that's 4 plates right there. I'm Patty. You see this? She turned around. What? I said, she got 4 plates. She take her home. She walked over to her and said, 2 was enough.
Okay.
You don't take 4 plates out of somebody's house.
Embarrassed the shit out of her because I would have been.
Then she gonna say, oh, because I got to run down to so-and-so house real quick. No. You don't do that. That's crossing the line. 2 is the limit.
Habitual.
You wrap up 2 plates. That's an habitual crossing the line. You don't cross the line, drew another line, and cross that one.
Bitch.
Okay? I said, I'm Patty. You see her? She said, what? She turned around so fast, she went over to her. You can't take 4 plates out of here. She was on her 4th plate. No telling how many she would have made had I not been sitting there.
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin, and wrapped them up in aluminum foil. Not a napkin. Aluminum. You know how high aluminum foil is?
So
Are you
that
kidding
thing
me?
said right there, did you take the plates out?
Somebody else took it, but she didn't. And then she tried to, cowardly laugh her way out of it. Don't do that.
Bitch, you put her on the spot, bitch.
Because this is my thing. If you needed it for something, then say that. But don't say I'm taking it to somebody's house.
Yeah.
No, don't do
How
that.
you giving
And
somebody
then you got
else
all
to
these
give
other people in
somebody
here.
else?
Yeah, you don't do that. That's just, sir, it's, oh my God. It's called proper etiquette. It's etiquette. You have to have etiquette. If you needed 4 plates, then you should ask. I'm sure my aunt would have had no problem giving it. But don't sit there and do that. When you got all these other people in this house that want to take plates home.
Yes.
And I like candy yams. You got a whole bunch of candy yams on those plates. What are you doing? In this house, okay?
Where Aunt Patty live at?
In Germantown, right on Germantown Ave. She's my aunt that's 72 who looks like she's about 42.
A young girl.
Yeah, she looks good for 72. She looks really good. And she don't play no games. She told him in a minute, don't come in here, eat nothing, and think you're going to take all these plates home, because that's not how we do things up in this house, okay? That's just not how we do it.
Well, I know it was. We got the. I can't wait till the circular come tomorrow so we can do this shopping for this barbecue. Yeah, that's not her, is
Yes,
it?
it is.
Bitch, she thinks she one of the young gun girls.
Yes.
Can't tell her nothing. She looks
She's a
good.
great grandmother.
And she's bad in this fur.
What you say in this picture? Wait, what did you say? I'm a great
grandmother. I'm a great grandmother. I know that's right. And she haven't let her have an Instagram.
Okay.
Bitch,
Being
follow her.
Lucy. Her page is private.
Oh, that's
so she
mine.
don't know how to work that like that. But I'll let her know if you push the thing. But yeah, you don't go to nobody's house doing that. You just don't. Especially not nobody's house while I'm sitting there.
Nah.
I look at them in a minute. I have proper etiquette when I go to people's houses.
Yes.
And that's not proper etiquette. And at your age, you should know proper etiquette. And if you don't know it, I'll be the teacher. And you can be stupid. I'll teach you what to do and what not to do when you go in somebody's house. Now, in this house, I can do whatever I want to do. Because y'all run up amok in here.
It's etiquette to bring
They do.
a gift when you go to someone's party. You're trying it, and I'm just going to do it. You bring a gift. You bring some school supplies, and if you're a drinker, you bring a drink. Because it's common courtesy.
In this house, they run amok from the 3rd all the way down to the 1st.
I run this.
Okay?
So listen.
I don't know who runs the ship up there.
Everything is coming together for the Scorpion Show Barbecue. 2 more weeks. I can't wait to meet y'all. We're going to have a nice time.
And shout out to those who are coming again, who came for the last 2.
Yes, I'm trying to get my speech ready. A sober speech. I'm trying to get that ready. And
He left her.
bitch, you farted. Get out.
I swear.
What was that?
Me cracking my back.
Oh, because you know I'm always ready. So yeah. So we rambled on. We talked for a good hour and some change.
Yeah, but can we talk about this one last topic about Delta Airlines?
Oh yeah, you did tell me.
Because I felt a little offended, okay? Because apparently airlines, or maybe it's just Delta, are now giving their passengers free entertainment, watching for free TV shows or movies, whatever the case may be, on their U.S. flights. Because I guess usually it was free when they were flying international. Mm-hmm. But now it's free over here when they're flying from any flights that are over 90 minutes. 90 minutes and more, they're giving them free entertainment. But this is my thing. If you somebody like me, okay, I don't give a damn about a free TV show, you giving me free entertainment on this flight. Because sometimes somebody like me, I'm asleep or just not watching the movie, okay? If anything, you need to reduce the prices on when you check your bag in, okay? You need to reduce the prices on the tickets of your seats, okay? Now that will get somebody excited. Okay. Not telling me, oh, we're going to give you free entertainment if you flying with us for a flight that's 90 minutes or more. What if I ain't flying with y'all for 90 minutes? What if I'm on there for 89 minutes?
True.
Then what? Or 85 minutes?
That's why I like Southwest. All I do is pay for my flight.
And that's it.
Fly free.
Fly for free. You know, you got all these overcharges that airlines are charging you. Every time I turn around, they are charging you for something else. Okay? Reduce the prices on the baggage costs when you got to check your bags. Reduce the prices on the airline, on the tickets. Reduce the prices on the food that y'all serve us on the plane. Okay?
Or serve us better food.
Or serve better food. How about that? A free damn TV show. And then they give you a free TV show and I don't even have all the good ones. They got shit like Friends,
when I'm
something
on my
that
plane,
I don't watch.
When I'm on a plane, I'm on my iPad anyway. So I can watch whatever I want to watch on my iPad that I download from iTunes.
Just
so it's not,
stuff.
no, bitch, what the fuck I look like? Bitch, did you see that video? Remember when the man was jerking off on the
I showed them that today.
I'm about to go off.
Yeah, the one in the back.
Can you imagine you watching the man?
So, come get this baby, because I'm about to go off.
And she's one of them ugly, but... Can you imagine you watching Mount Vista on the plane and you know it's children around? Somebody's bound to go off on that plane.
Yeah, on that plane.
Yeah.
And it's a long way to the ground.
A long way.
Long way. Okay?
Oh yeah. Keisha Cole will be at First Friday tonight. So if y'all in Philly, come, because Keisha Cole has a show at the TLA. I don't know what she's singing or what album she's supporting, but she's here. Yeah, so
go
come on out.
if you're a Keisha Cole fan.
Yes, and it's only probably like maybe $15 to get in.
Oh, bitch, I forgot. I did. I forgot what day it was. Let's see, wait, is it? I was getting ready to say, right, because I was getting ready to say.
Okay. So hopefully y'all watching early. So y'all can get ready to come to First Friday.
Right.
Even though it's
because if you watch this video after, oh no,
August 1st, Friday.
Right.
Oh, it's gonna be popping tomorrow night. Oh,
we're Edith saying that on that All in the Family episode. She said, what she say? Oh, I thought you guys were coming tomorrow. She said, no, but we sent the letter.
I remember you talking about that episode. Don't be confused.
No, she said, but we sent it yesterday for today. And she said, oh, but I read it today. And when you read today's mail today, tomorrow's tomorrow, not today. Yeah,
okay. So when you record Thursday, but you gotta talk until Friday.
That's how they do in the View. When I went to the View, and that day I went, they filmed 2 episodes. And I was so mad when they picked those girls in the line with us to come back for the second one, to be a part of the makeover.
Oh, you wanted to go?
Yes.
What you want to make over for?
I don't want one. I just want to be there. Okay. You know how much I love the view.
Yes.
I was in heaven when I was sitting in those seats, and I was in heaven when Whoopi Goldberg came. Oh, when she married my friend Kendall. Shout out to Kendall. When Whoopi Goldberg got him together.
What she said?
When he, because you know, during the, I told y'all the best parts of those type of shows is during the commercials, because you know they were interacting with the audience or whatever, and so Kendall had got up to ask a question or whatever the case may be, and he didn't necessarily have a question. He just wanted to tell Sherry Shepherd how much he loved her and how much, you know, he was a fan of hers, and then he kind of started flirting with her, and then, you know, Sherry was just like, ooh, you know, because I'm a cougar, this, that, and the third. But Whoopi, being the shady bitch that she was, as he was saying all this and she was going back and forth, Whoopi was looking at him and then looking at Sherry, then looking at the audience like, bitch, like that's to say, I don't really think. The whole time the audience started to catch on, and slowly but surely they started laughing. So mind you, Kendall started going off with Sherry and they going back and forth, and I'm like this, Kendall, sit down. I said, Kendall, sit down. He's like that. I said, Kendall, look at Whoopi. She's reading you. Sit down. He was like, oh, sit down. She's reading you, girl.
Oh, that's.
But all in all, it was fun. Yeah, because she just was looking like, and he was just like, yeah, because I'll be your boo. And she was just looking at him like. So then so Sherry was like, well, what's your name? And he was like, Prince. And she was like, Whoopi was like. It was hilarious. But it was all in good fun, and we had a good time.
I got to go to a Wendy's show. I got to go to the View. I got to see these girls, especially with Rosie and Sherry. I mean Rosie and Whoopi.
And I need to go when they argue.
Yeah,
because I want to see the mouth.
I want them to be like, go off,
okay?
Whoopi.
Because at certain points I kept saying, ooh, and the guy that do the he kept saying, shush. Tell me to shush. I waited 4 years for these tickets. Don't tell me to shush. Okay? You want to kick me the fuck out. Okay? Because they was going at it at one point, and I was like, yes, go ahead. Yes. And I couldn't wait till one of them said something. And, you know, because then they try to give you the cue when to clap, and I'm like this.
Oh, they tell you when to clap?
Not necessarily tell you when to clap, but somehow it's an order, like, when one of them says something or whatever the case may be, like it's almost you're expected to clap. And at one point, I don't know if it was Whoopi or Elizabeth. It may have been Elizabeth. And at one point, one of them had said something, and I was like this, like, yeah. And I was like, yes, that's right, like this. And he turned around and was like, shut. Tell me to shut. I waited out in that line for an hour. Don't tell me to fucking shush. And I waited for these tickets for a year. Bitch, I'm going to say what I need to say up in this audience. Mm-hmm. And then it's funny because when they're on the stage, you know how it sounds on TV, like, what's the name? But when you're in the audience, it has like this echo to it. I guess because all the microphones is like on the stage, and it almost sounds like you're in a like studio. How there's an echo, and they sound like an echo coming from them. It don't sound clear. Like you hear what they're saying, but it just sounds totally different when you're actually sitting there and listening to them. And everything is going fast paced. When it comes to commercial, they get up and go in the back. They just hurry up and go in the back and go to the bathroom, do what they do. Elizabeth called Justin Bieber in front of us. Because it's something that happened at that time when we went with Justin Bieber, but he didn't answer the phone. It was crazy. Like, it was just crazy what was going on. I was just like, wow, like, it was so much fun. But yeah.
Well, maybe we'll go to the...
I was just upset that Barbara wasn't there, because everybody was there except for Barbara. Joyce, Sherry, Whoopi, and Elizabeth. They were all there.
But what Joy? Joy ain't say nothing to nobody in the audience?
No, Joy, it was fun. We had fun that day. Like, it was really fun. Like, no, it wasn't nothing bad or anything. They didn't have a real in-depth argument with each other. That they didn't have. And I wanted to see that, but they didn't have it. You know, they don't argue every day.
And how many queens is in the audience besides y'all?
You tried it. You tried it. But, you know, The View is more of an older audience. You know what I mean? And I can honestly say that me and my friend Kendall, we were like some of the younger ones. Like, it wasn't too many young people in there. It wasn't at all. It was a lot of older people that were in there. That's why when I was in there, I was just like, yes, yes. Come on, yes. You know, they don't tell me to be quiet. They don't tell me to be quiet. I wanted to say so bad I paid for these tickets. But you know the experience.
I know. You ain't got to tell me.
Okay. But they do feed you.
They do?
Yeah, they give you chips, these chips and juice when you get in there. They give you the chips and juice and you have them on your chair.
Bitch, I'm thinking like donuts or something.
Oh, they don't feed you that much. And they give you free, but they gave us a free Starbucks, $100 Starbucks.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Kendall wanted it so bad, and I don't know how I use it. I don't drink Starbucks.
True. You telling me I don't drink.
Oh wait, we're not even done. Bitch,
We
I
are
got
done.
like we were done.
We are done.
But you didn't say bye.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see y'all.
Mind you, I was
Tuesday.
regular talking like
Oh yeah, we have to do an interview with Marsha Ambrosius, so we're gonna try to work that out. It's gonna be on Monday, so we'll be back next week though for all the gossip and stuff. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
Marsha Ambrosius is the same one that Patty LaBelle said
She tried.
Jill Scott.